Can't say it's luck anymore because they've done it for 15 games. You do it for a few games, it could be luck, but it's 15 games now. They're shrewd, they don't take big risks, and they capitalize on the opportunities that they're given. Here's the video here. It comes from DaddyGoal. It says, Best zweite Liga Mannschaft aller Seiten. Warum Schalke 04 jetzt vom Aufstieg reden darf? Is Schalke ready to get promoted? Are they that good? Well, let's get into this here. Let's make sure subtitles are on for those who don't speak German. But there's a fun fact right at the beginning, I think, which blew my mind. But let's get into it.
Ist Schalke 04 die beste Mannschaft, die je in der zweiten Bundesliga gespielt hat?
Whoa, that's an opening statement there. Is Schalke 04 the best team that's ever played in the zweite Liga? I'll play that back again.
Schalke 04 die beste Mannschaft, die je in der zweiten Bundesliga gespielt hat?
Schalke is the best team that's ever played in the zweite Liga. I mean, probably, because Bayern and Dortmund haven't, right? So, fact.
Während viele noch darüber diskutieren, ob wir hier von unverdienten Glückssiegen sprechen, spricht die Statistik für Schalke und für den
While people are talking about undeserved victories, statistics speak in favor of Schalke and their promotion chances.
Aufstieg in die Bundesliga. Ihr glaubt mir nicht? Ich beweise es euch. Wenn wir uns in den letzten 10 Jahren den Tabellenführer nach 15 Spielen anschauen, dann sehen wir, dass keiner so gut war wie...
Okay, let's look at the Zweite Liga table after 15 games over the last 10 years. So we know Schalke's at 34 points right now, right? How does it compare to other teams in the last 10 years who've got promoted?
Schalke. Kein Paderborn, St. Pauli.
All right, so Paderborn last year, 27 points at this stage. Schalke have 34. St. Pauli, 31 points. Schalke, 34.
Darmstadt, St. Pauli, HSV.
Darmstadt, 32. Schalke, 34. St. Pauli again, 32. They were in the playoff. So.
Bielefeld, HSV, Kiel, Stuttgart, Freiburg.
Okay, these are all the teams that have been promoted or in the playoff in the last 10 years. Schalke at 34. Paderborn, nope. St. Pauli, nope. Darmstadt, nope. St. Pauli, nope. Hamburg, nope. Bielefeld, nope. Hamburg again, nope. Kiel, nope. Stuttgart, nope. Freiburg, nope. Wow.
Komisch, ganz viel HSV. Egal. Wir müssen erst bis 2011 und Frankfurt und Düsseldorf gehen.
So you have to go all the way back to 2011 when both Eintracht Frankfurt and Düsseldorf each had 35 points.
Bis es bessere Ausgangssituationen gab. Überzeugt euch das?
So does that convince you, he says. So in the last 10 years, Schalke's current point total is higher than any other team that's ever got promoted in the last 10 years. What? I mean, this league's good. Obviously, Paderborn's at 32 points right now, so they're matching all of them right now, right? Elversberg just behind them, but Schalke have the best start in the Zweite Liga since 2011 when Eintracht and Düsseldorf both had 35. Those two promoted teams. No other promotion team has had as many points as Schalke in the same span. That's a hell of a start. I knew Schalke was doing well. 4-point lead at the top of the table. They did going into this weekend, but damn, jaw-dropping.
Okay, wir wollen natürlich nicht unterschlagen, wie häufig es knapp war diese Saison. Und Schalke wird nicht die beste Zweitligamannschaft der Geschichte werden.
Schalke won't become the greatest team in history. As they say, because, you know, most of these games are close. It's not like they're blowing these teams out. Interesting video there by DaddyGoal. We subscribe to them. The two things that stood out for me for statistics is that through 15 games, no one in the last, since 2011, has had as many points in the first 15 games that were promoted as Schalke. Not any team, say that again, no team in the last 10 years who got promoted had more points than Schalke at this point in the season. The last teams to do it were 2011, Eintracht Frankfurt and Düsseldorf had 35 in their promotion runs. So we still got 2 games to play. Potentially, at maximum points, you get 40 points in the first half of the season. That's unreal. I mean, you saw how Schalke's already ahead of all those teams that got promoted with 34 points. So if they had 40 points, but they also said, the other key thing they said in this one was, this team, as good as they are, you can't say it's luck anymore because they've done it for 15 games, right? You do it for a few games, it could be luck, but it's 15 games now. They're shrewd, they don't take big risks, and they capitalize on the opportunities that they're given. Hence why they, have given 8 goals in 15 games. It's just unreal. So 7 shutouts. I can do math now. Yay. No, maybe not. That doesn't necessarily mean 7 games. It could be 8 games. regardless, I'm deviating here. One thing that could derail this whole project is depth from injuries. Lack of depth because of injuries. Lasmo just went down this week. Becker's coming back from injury. But we saw last game Schallenberg and Gruger go down. So Pearl come in replacement. So it's nice to play these other young players and give them some experience, but we need some depth to make sure should the injuries happen, we have people ready. Good points. Good points there.